To win my girlfriend back, I did something stupid. I broke out of prison with only 3 months left on my sentence. But when I rushed to her place, the apartment was completely empty. Before I could figure out what was going on, FBI agent Burke had already tracked me down. He thought what I did was incredibly foolish, because this escape could add another 4 years to my sentence. But at that moment, I couldn't care less. Without my girlfriend, I had completely lost all hope in life. Just as I was about to let Burke arrest me, I noticed something unusual, a thin wire on the shoulder of his suit. I immediately made a demand to him. If I tell you what this is, right now, will you agree to meet me back in prison in 1 week? Just a meeting.
Okay.
It's a security fiber for the new Canadian $100 bill. At first, he didn't believe a word I said, but his partner quickly confirmed my discovery.
Caffrey was right. That stuff from the bank vault, security fibers for the new Canadian 100.
Since the case had escalated into an international matter, Burke actually showed up at the prison, but I had already anticipated his visit. I told him I could help him crack this international case, on one condition. He would have to get me released as an FBI special consultant, but he turned down the offer. He knew all too well just how slippery I could be.
Sorry, Neil. Nice try.
So I was thrown back in prison. Watching the days I scratched into the wall pile up, I realized I was about to waste another 4 years of my life in here. The worry about my missing girlfriend was driving me crazy. Back home, Burke was torn. He told his wife about my situation. He figured someone as smart as me would never risk a prison break just for a girlfriend. There had to be something more to it. Then his wife asked him a question that changed everything.
If you were Neil, you wouldn't have run for me?
So he bailed me out of prison. He strapped an electronic ankle monitor on me to make sure I wouldn't run, and warned me to stay away from searching for my girlfriend. I had no choice but to agree.
This is a temporary situation. Help me catch a Dutchman, we can make it permanent.
We headed to customs at the airport. They had seized a shipment of fairy tale books that some Dutch smugglers had tried to bring in. Burke was puzzled. Why would anyone want so many fairy tale books? But I noticed something everyone else missed: the publication year. These books were all printed in 1944. Back then, they used a very special type of lining paper that nobody produces anymore. Clearly, the smugglers weren't after the books themselves. They wanted that special paper. As a former art thief, I immediately knew the most famous thing ever printed on that same paper: bonds stored in a museum. These were bonds the U.S. issued to Spain in 1944. Rumor had it they were all buried in the rubble of war. Since they were long-term bonds, they're still valid today. The one in the museum was supposedly the last one in existence. While the curator was telling us the story of the bond, except it's a forgery.
No, this has been here since 1952.
It's been here less than a week. He refused to believe what I was saying. So I picked up the bond and had both of them smell it. The ink wasn't even dry yet. Back at headquarters, we learned that over 60 fairy tale books had already been signed for and delivered. If all of them were turned into counterfeit bonds, we'd be looking at billions of dollars. When everyone wondered why the thieves would bother stealing the real bond, I laid it out for them.
What if he claimed he found boxes of the original bonds?
Drag them out of those caves in Spain.
Yeah, how would they be authenticated?
They'd be taken to the archives and compared to the